How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. Over on Dixie for the daily, we are heading up with our RSI. Stochastic is trying to round forward. VWAP is gaining strength, and money flow is pushing forward. We did break out of our pattern, so we could continue forward toward our resistance area, but watch those lower time frames to determine if that's possible. Over on the 1 hour here, you can see we did break our channel. We did try to retest and break back in. Then we got some green candles with a confirmation breakout and then a continuation. So that could have been your hint on that confirmation there. Remember, you want to wait for confirmations. Over on the 1 hour, we do have higher highs with lower lows. So we are a little indecisive. Watch for higher highs with higher lows to continue from here. If they do, then we could continue higher. VWAP is getting pretty decent bullish momentum, but I would watch as we are pulling back. If we break that neutral and make a consistent low, then we could end up seeing a lower low. And if we see a lower low on Dixie, that would tend to be positive for crypto because remember, they are inversely related. Over on dominance, we are starting to pull back. Bitcoin dominance, stochastic is rounding, RSI is pulling back, momentum has a double red dot, and VWAP does have lower highs, so watch for lower lows. If we get lower lows, then we could see this retrace, and then our altcoins could start to outperform Bitcoin. So remember, Bitcoin dominance just shows how our altcoins are doing against Bitcoin. Over on total, we'll hop over there if it'll let us. Over on total, we are still within our pattern. We did try to break the lower side of our pattern, but we did hold that 602 support, so that is very positive. Stochastic does want to pull back though, so keep an eye on it. RSI is pulling back. Our VWAP is in the bearish territory, making a consistent low. Watch for it to push forward and then gain bullish momentum from there. Momentum is pulling back and money flow is weakening, so if we do not start to push forward here, it's likely bears could gain control. We're on the 1 hour. We do have a manipulation X that did crash us down. Stochastic is dropping away. RSI is starting to lose strength. That VWAP does have higher lows and higher highs. So watch if we can break that neutral and hold. If we can, then we could continue forward. If we don't, then we will have a lower wave here. This is one wave here and a lower wave here. So if we reject and make a lower high, rejecting that neutral compared to this wave, then the bears will remain in control and we could invalidate our pattern. Watch that VWAP close over the next few hours. We want to break and bounce off that green EMA and then continue forward through that golden pocket zone. Over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we are seeing a little bit of a retracement. This could be a long upper shadow candle. Remember, that does show bears do want to gain control, and if we see further red candles beyond this value area high, that red line, then it's likely we would push down toward our 65.5 and our point of control right around 63K. Our stochastic is pulling back, RSI is dropping away, momentum is rounding, that VWAP is breaking down with lower highs and consistent lows, so watch it close. Money flow is pushing down. If that VWAP continues to favor bearish, our money flow could go from green to red. Over on Bitcoin for the 1 hour, we did pull down toward our 300 EMA. We did call this push down in our Discord. So again, if you're not following us, click that link for the Discord. It's right in chat or one of the first links you'll see in the description. Stochastic is pulling back, RSI is rounding away, VWAP is breaking bearish, momentum is dropping down, and money flow is losing strength, so I would exercise caution. But we do look like we do want to gain strength. If we can get a strong green candle in the next couple hours, then we could push off our 69K. However, if we lose that 300 EMA and reject it, that's where we would see the bears gain control. Then that VWAP would need to stay more bearish leaning. Over on Bitcoin for the 1 day, we will delete all this bullish possibility as we do have that rejection confirmation. So we did pull back like we warned about last night. Stochastic is pulling back. Momentum does have a double red dot. VWAP is breaking down, money flow is pulling back, so I would exercise caution here. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a lower low, so I would watch for lower highs. If we see a lower high, we could pull back toward our 300 EMA, attempt to break it, and then that's where we would continue lower. So watch that very close. We need higher highs with higher lows or some other bullish trend to continue to push us up here. VWAP does want to break that neutral. Momentum is pushing forward with bullish divergence, so if that VWAP can stay bullish, momentum will gain strength, money flow could flip green, and if that money flow holds green for several hours, that's where we could continue forward and try to see a higher high. In our Discord, we did have that descending channel. We did say we are pulling back up to retest that channel right around this candle, and we did get a rejection. We warned that that VWAP was more bearish leaning and a rejection was possible. So over on graph for the daily, We do have a long upper shadow candle here as well, so again, exercise caution as we are rejecting our EMA band as well. RSI and stochastic are dropping, VWAP has a lower high, and we are pulling back, favoring bearish. Momentum is dropping away, and money flow does want to go from green to red, so I would exercise caution. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs, so I would watch for lower lows. A lower low would possibly break that 14,316 and then start to spill over from there. Stochastic is pulling back, RSI is dropping away, VWAP is favoring bearish, and momentum is dropping down, so I would watch that VWAP. If it continues to drop away here, our money flow could go from red into the green and we could continue to sell off. Over on Ankr for the daily, we are seeing a rejection of that descending channel. So that descending channel, remember, was a bullish pattern that would want to push us up, but the rest of the market did reject. RSI and stochastic are dropping, VWAP does have lower highs, and we are favoring bearish. Momentum is dropping down, and money flow is pulling back, so I would exercise caution again. Over on the 1 hour, we do have some gaps to the upside. Remember, gaps have an 80% likelihood to fill, so that is positive. That can help propel us up. Stochastic is dropping away. VWAP does want to break that neutral. Momentum is attempting to round forward, so if VWAP can break and hold, momentum could push forward, money flow would gain strength, and we would continue a bounce here, possibly making a double bottom, but we do want to see if we can gain that bullish momentum and then break through that 2484 to see that continued momentum toward that 2673. Over on XRP for the daily, looks a little dicey. We did reject that channel once again, so we are seeing more favorable bearish momentum here, but if the rest of the market pushes up, we could break back in still, so I'm not going to delete it because we do have a potential higher low, so if followed by a higher high, we could see a bullish trend start to kick off things. Stochastic does want to pull back. We do have a bearish cross with that orange above blue, so I would watch. RSI is starting to drop as a result, so if that stochastic starts to break down, RSI could lead price lower. VWAP is breaking into the bearish territory, that yellow wave momentum is dropping down, and our money flow is starting to go from green to red, so I would exercise caution. Over on XRP for the 1 hour, we do have lower highs. We are rejecting our EMA band, but we do have higher lows, so this could be a symmetrical triangle. Again, those are 50-50, not very good to draw because it could break up, could break down. Don't really like trading them like any other pattern. You would watch it break up or break down zones. A symmetrical triangle, you do only get the half the move, so we can try to draw out here real quick if our lines don't glitch out. So you would get half the move of your triangle, so that'd be right about there, and then you would apply that up and you would copy paste and apply that down as well. So we could see a break up to 52.19, or we could see it break down to 50 cents, almost 51 cents. So I would watch. If we reject and confirm, that's where you would see lower break. If you break earlier, obviously you break down lower depending on that pull. But if we continue and break above and hold, that's where you get that bullish scenario. Stochastic does want to push forward. RSI is trying to push up, VWAP does want to gain strength, and momentum is losing strength overall, but if that VWAP can get higher lows with higher highs from here, we could see momentum and money flow gain some strength. Over on Algo for the daily, we are rejecting our channel overall, and we did try to retest, so I would watch for another red candle. That red candle could start to kick us down to that 1032. Stochastic is starting to push down, RSI is losing strength, VWAP is breaking down, and momentum is running with the red dot as money flow weakens. So if that VWAP and momentum continue to weaken, we could start to see some further selling pressure here. Over on the 1 hour, we did retest our orange EMA, so about midway through our EMA channel, and then we got rejected, rejecting that entire EMA band. So now that our bands got close together, they are starting to spread apart again, so I would watch for lower lows and lower highs to continue a bullish trend, or bearish trend, sorry. Stochastic does want to drop down, RSI is pushing away, VWAP has lower lows and lower highs, momentum is dropping down, but that money flow does want to gain strength. And money flow likely won't break through that neutral if VWAP and momentum continue to weaken at this point, because remember that money flow will lag behind momentum, which lags behind VWAP, that yellow wave. So that VWAP is favoring more bearish, but if it can break through and hold, then we will see money flow attempt to continue. If that VWAP rejects, that's where we would continue to the downside. Thank you all for watching tonight's video. I appreciate all of you.